What's up, YouTube? It's Tyler Knight,
Smart.
and you're watching Primetime Sports. We're about to be reacting to Larry Bird versus Luka Doncic. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna react to Larry Bird's greatest moments. We're gonna watch like 3 minutes of it, and then we're gonna react to Luka right after. Yeah. So let's get into it, and we're probably just gonna talk about and just compare Larry Bird and Luka. Because they're similar players, about the same size. Both can shoot, fundamentals.
Larry Jr. for real.
They both could score 3 levels. They both can pass. They're basically the same player.
I mean, we can get into it, but I might pick Luka, not gonna lie to you.
Luka? For real?
Might be taking Luka a bit different, but
not yet, bro. I don't.
Okay, not yet.
Honestly,
but I'm saying maybe down the line, might be taking Luka.
I still don't see it. Because I feel like Larry. I feel like Larry won more at this point, I think. Because Luka, how long has Luka been in the league? Like
at least 3-4 years.
Yeah.
At least 3? I think this is his 4th year.
Yeah. Larry might have had a chip already, or
I think he might have.
Or he might have made it to conference finals.
Yeah.
But he had a better team though. That's the thing. Yeah. But I take Larry though, to be honest.
Yeah. Gotta get some.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So let's get into the video.
He said, "You know I'm gonna get it." I said, "I know, I'm gonna be waiting." And then the timeout, I'm going to go play, and I said, "This is what we're gonna run." All right, then you get the ball, you go over here, and pass to Kevin, you go to the corner, and Robert, you come over. Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, "Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way?" Now, after the timeout, we walk back on the court, and Larry's going down to position, so he tells David, "I'm getting the ball." Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna get it right here. I'm gonna shoot it right in your face." 10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
That's tough.
And he was like, "I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock." And I walked back to the little sideline like, damn. Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time after John. Larry tries to fight his way through with Barkley all over him. They're not going to call a foul. It goes to Bird. He's open.
Just showing his game, right?
Defensively. Let's see if they wind it all the way down. Inside the goal, second goal. You can't double yet. Now you can quickly.
Jeez. That's late work though. That's really fun.
I know MJ was cheesed. Wait, why wasn't he Pimple with that again?
Whoa. Nah. Did you take it what just happened? He had Pippen on him, and then Jordan for the help.
Yeah.
He shot on both of them for the game winner. That's freaking tough. That's tough. That's fucking tough.
Magic,
super tough.
Jordan, myself, and Bird. Bird probably be the guy who walks out of the room at the end of the day.
We're in overtime, tied at 123.
Bird rotates in. Bird pops out. Avoids the steal. Gets it over to DJ. Bird goes right into the pivot. Now DJ holds the ball. Back into Bird. The ball away. It's gone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Boston Celtics have even this NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot. KC called timeout.
It won't count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
This at the bench, he
It's
said,
insane.
"Hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. I'm going to kick it in."
He told Washington, "I'm going to get the ball."
2 seconds
He did the
left.
same thing.
The Bullets by 1.
The same spot. Game winner.
Damn.
He shoot off 1 foot.
I think so.
Incredible. And Bird wins it at the buzzer.
How many people do you know would talk to the other team like this and says, "I'm going to stick it in your face"?
Oh my god.
I feel like the other video I react to is like better highlights.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident." He goes, "Confident? You're a rookie. You don't know anything." He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. Coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird, and right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him. He tells me, he says, "Fly, Bird," and I go right by him. He shoots the ball. It's nothing but nylon.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird. Covers his own shot.
That was crazy. That's crazy.
Sweet confidence you had, because if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way, and he delivered.
The double team in Bird. Larry, fake. All the way. All right.
He was a cold-blooded killer.
But when you played against somebody, do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the
in
Bird
New
night.
Orleans.
That was a tough night, man. The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line,
Nice.
and he literally says, left side across the 3, and you're listening to him. That's a tough filler.
But okay, so you guys got Antoine Carr. And
So he was telling them what he was gonna do?
By Fratello, I think,
did it?
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
it's so
it was the greatest film session ever, because back then you didn't have you watched the real game and just went with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys. You remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson goes off the bench and laughs.
He was going crazy that game.
And Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other a high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. So
White guys in the crowd just going crazy.
Somebody not playing good defense on Bird. It was you guys celebrating Larry
And
Bird.
Fratello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. And it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, "Off the glass into the trainer."
What?
And so.
No, that's different.
He was basketball genius. He'd be a step ahead, a thought ahead, play the game like a chess game.
Oh my god.
His passing was crazy. Like I feel like he's an underrated passer.
Because you have
For
to
sure.
play the game as a thinker when you're playing him. You have to get inside his mind. Larry wasn't quick, couldn't jump really high, but there was just some sleepless nights.
Bird takes the bomb. It's off. Get in.
The All-Star game is in Dallas, the first 3-point contest.
So we're gonna react to Luka now. Move on to the next video.
Nah, that guy's different.
Yeah, he was disrespectful. Like he was calling his shots.
Yeah,
before.
calling your shots before you do it, and it goes in. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go to the left side of the court. I'm gonna pull up and lace it in your head. Like it's crazy.
Nah.
Yeah, he was different. He was disrespectful, but I feel like Luka and Bird are like the same player for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
A lot of similarities because they're both
Like
tall guards. No, not guard, but Luka's a guard. But
no, they're both like efficient scorers. Like they can score the ball in like many different ways, and they're both like it's weird. They're killer killers when it comes to like scoring the ball, but they're also stupid slow.
Yeah, I mean they know their pace and they can like, they know like they have spots on the floor they can score, and the release point on their shot is really high.
Yeah,
so it's like hard to guard the shot. They can really shoot. They can pass. Like their passing ability is crazy. I don't know who is a better passer. I would say Larry, but Luka can really throw dimes. Like, and he gets a lot of triple doubles too. So like they're both like all around players. Both of them, I think they're. The only thing is, I think Bird had better defense. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I feel like Bird had better defense. That's what it is for me. That's why I think Bird is better. And he just accomplished more. But it's kind of hard to like tell right now because Luka's in his 4th year. But yeah.
Golden Hoops.
Already. Dinwiddie missed it.
Hey!
Doncic!
Oh my! Hey!
Jam on the follow.
Damn! Oh my gosh!
To the floor. Doncic on the okie doke. Kleba. Down it goes.
Nah, passing behind your head.
Yeah, that's real crazy.
Oh my god!
Dorian Finney-Smith. That's why it's important to have shooters. And plenty of
What?
them. You got a player like Doncic.
As well in this series. 19 for Thompson. 9 at the half.
Okay, his handle might be a little bit better.
Nah, his handle might be better still. That's all right.
Yeah, so his handle, I think Luka's handle is better. Larry Bird probably has better defense. All around, like an all-around game, I'd probably give it to Larry. But it's kind of hard because Luka gets more like triple doubles.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know about that actually, because Larry.
We'd have to look that up, but yeah.
We'd have to look that up.
But if it's Luka does, it's because Luka's bigger. Like he's a bigger body, I guess. And different
probably.
game, like different like areas of the game.
I don't even think that even matters though, because Bird was more physical.
That's true. That's true.
Like he would drive more. I feel like he was more like gritty. I think Luka shot more, but then again, that's like these times they get to shoot more. It's more like high volume shooting nowadays. Like if you put Larry in this time, he would probably be scoring like Luka, doing the same type of thing, and like probably shooting the same amount of shots. But I don't know. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to like compare right now because it's like one time back then people weren't really shooting like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't really tell who's a better shooter. People probably would say Larry Bird, but yeah, I can't really tell. I don't know. But you can really tell from like the shooting percentage though.
Takes a village, folks. Kleba for 3.
Like who shoots at a higher clip?
9 points. He's tripled twice. Here's Josh Richardson, left side of the floor. Luka's 3 is a ring.
Man, when I tell you this guy here, man, is one of the most amazing.
27-point lead. Down goes Johnson. 3 more. For shredding him. Oh, no, he didn't. Luka way into a foul. And for a foul, still has the ball. And he scored. Oh, man.
Disrespectful.
Super disrespectful.
In year 1 here for Ken in Dallas. Doncic trying to go right at Gobert. Unbelievable.
Shittiest big man in the league.
Luka
Think so?
Doncic taking a run.
Why are you jumping so often that tall? Put your hands up, time your jump. Fuck it.
Assisted by Doncic. Cleveland.
Okay, I would say Gobert's the shittiest big man in the league, but he's definitely the most overhyped big man in the league. Like,
Yeah.
he's useless. Like,
I don't know.
Like,
he can play defense,
other
but
than-
he's like he can't play like
No,
all
but I mean,
aspects
like-
of defense. Like he can't play
yeah, like,
perimeter
other than
defense.
like dump off passes, dunking the ball, like, what is he good for? He has no post moves. How you
He's a shot blocker. That's about it.
And he can block.
Yeah, he doesn't
shots.
have post moves. That's a one thing. Like he doesn't have.
How you a
post
center
moves.
and he have no post moves?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his game, to be honest.
Like he can't create his own shot. The only way he's scoring is if someone's passing it to him.
He's a pretty good rebounder. That's about it. Like rebounder, shot blocks.
Yeah.
But it's like that's because of his size.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But he can't really move his feet laterally.
No, not at
like it's
all.
always a mismatch when he's like playing defense on the perimeter.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Vinny Smith fires it straight away. He has another on the other side of the break. Reggie Bullock shot a three with the good buddies. You see why that team is so good. Yeah. Oh, that's a good move. Luka. Footwork.
Tough play.
Beautiful pass. Powell gathers and throws it down. What a gorgeous feed. Final seconds. Doncic, the push from the pool. Following through the goose. And plus gone by. And the fourth quarter. The spins down and goes. Just play it out. Doncic brings back Cleveland straight away. Mavericks have made their last 6 shots, including 4 threes. Cleveland's wide open. 10-2 run right now for the Timberwolves. Oh my goodness, what a find by Luka. Look at the legs of Torian Prince, Minnesota. 7 points for him, the twirling Doncic.
Oh my God! I won.
Yeah, that play was so tough. He just,
give me that.
that's so tough. That's so tough.
That's so tough. Oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. He's actually so disgusting. This guy's so nice.
Some players whose greatness done in those situations.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Oh my God. No, out? I won. Oh. Come on, man.
Empty side, 2-man game. Bullock goes to the screen. Luka with the step back. Got it.
Laced it. Let's see these old
That's
guys.
something to say to the CP extra.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
good.
Yeah, that man is a problem. He's a maniac.
Walking bucket.
The stuff we were saying was ludicrous. It was crazy. Yeah, it's hard to judge. Honestly, I'm gonna say Larry right now because like his accomplishments.
Yeah, that's all. I was saying I'd take Luka maybe
Yeah.
in the long run.
But you need to see the other highlights I was reacting to on my other channel. Like it was insane. Like it was insane. Like the passes he was throwing, the shots he was making. Like that guy was ridiculous. Like honestly,
I don't know.
like the other video we watched, it was just the greatest moments, and it was just showing his like game winners and stuff. But yeah, but just to look at like Larry's game and look at Luka's game, I feel like Larry's game like fit the game like back then. It was more like mid range, and even then he was shooting threes a lot. So imagine how many threes he'd be shooting now.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would be ridiculous right now. And how dominant he was at one point. Like Luka's dominant, but not in terms of like winning though. But he's in his 4th year though, so it's like
he's still young.
He's still young. But on the Mavs team, I don't know. I don't really see the
he's
winning
there
like that.
for
But
years.
yeah, that's the thing. So I can't really say Larry's better. It's kind of hard because like to see how they would like play in certain situations. Like it's kind of hard to compare. But I'm still gonna say Larry. But like, what do you think?
I'm gonna say. Okay, obviously I'd say Larry for now. Like, obviously, like, you know, he's at this point he's probably done more in his career than Luka's done.
Yeah.
Although Luka's, as you can see, is a problem.
Yeah.
But at the same age, Larry has a more complete game. He's more of a killer. Like the fact that like he can come down the court, be like, all right, I'm gonna come between legs cross, step back, it's gonna go in. You can't do anything about it. It's crazy.
Yeah, but then again, it's like Larry has that type of game too. It's where it's like, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you to the block. I'm gonna do a spin around jumper and shoot in your face.
Yeah, look at that.
He literally tells the person, I'm gonna do this, and he does it.
Yeah,
Like,
you may be right. They both can do that.
But the thing is, like, Luka has a different game because Luka's more of like a ball handler.
Or Larry's not really that.
Larry's not a ball handler. He was like more of a small forward. He's a small forward. He would like take you to the post, do spin around jumpers, hit the tray ball, and he had a handle a little bit. But yeah, he was tough, and he could facilitate. Like, his passing was crazy. Like, in the other video, I was so surprised. The stuff he was doing, like, it was insane. Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Larry right now.
I'm gonna say Larry right now.
Yeah,
but
Luka, sky's the limit for him. He's
for real.
He just has to win. That's the thing. For him to be up with.
But the
like,
crazy thing is, like he's so good that it's just like what can he do to improve? Like what upside can he really like gain? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like, his game's so complete.
I mean, he got
what
stronger,
can he really do?
Because I saw the highlights.
He's stronger now, but like that's just strength. Like, okay, that'll make it easier for him to finish at the rim. But like in terms of like creating shots and all that kind of like.
I mean, offense really has like it's complete. Like,
Unless he can get better defensively, but
it's defense, yeah. I think it's defense. He just has to win. That's the thing. He just has to win. Exactly. That's the only thing. Like, being more of like a leader on the team and leading his team to like actually win.
Yeah.
He has to have players around him. He has to learn how to win the league. That's the only thing. Like, his game for himself, like, he's already a complete player. Like, he's already doing everything he needs to do on the offensive end. Defense is like, it's whatever. But like, he just has to find out ways to win. That's about it. It's kind of tough though, because like teams that are in his conference, and the players he has on his team, like, his team's not that good. But
it's true.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
Well, all the greats end up like putting the team on their back and then taking them to a championship, or at least to the finals. But yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, you never know. You never know like what he would do in a certain situation. Like, if he was on a different team, if he would have got a championship already, or he would have like at least made it to the finals or something.
Facts.
Yeah. But yeah, we're saying Larry right now, but
who knows?
Who knows?
For real.
But then again, him on the Mavs, I don't see them really going.
That's what I'm saying. I think he needs to leave.
I don't see.
But
him going
I would say he needs to ask for a trade or something. Yeah. Like, he needs a new scenery, because Dallas ain't doing none. Dallas ain't doing shit.
So our final take is like, for him to be like up there with the greats like Larry, he has to win games.
But like,
he's gonna have. I'm saying, yeah.
He's gonna have he's gonna have to win games and do all this. But like, he's not doing nothing on the maps. Like,
yeah,
for him to do that, like, he needs to leave.
I'm saying, for him to actually like take his game to the next level. And be up there with the greats. Like, he's always gonna be good. He's gonna make the Hall of Fame. But for him to be up there with Larry, and like all those players, like Jordan, like no one's gonna compare Luka to Jordan, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the top 10 players, great players of all time, top 15. Like, for him to be up there, he has to win some championships for sure. Because I don't really know any player other than like, I don't know, Allen Iverson maybe, that people would like put up there in like the top players of all time that hasn't like really won a championship. Like,
no, there's definitely a few.
There's a few, but it's not a lot. Like, top 5, there's no one. Like, everybody has a championship.
Nah. Yeah, it's tough. The only other player I can think of, maybe like Charles Barkley, to be honest.
Yeah, Charles Barkley, but no one's putting Charles Barkley in the top 5. Like, Charles
maybe
Barkley
AI, but AI is not even.
That's the thing. Charles Barkley could have been up there
if he won a chip.
He didn't win any chips.
Nope.
Like, Charles Barkley was crazy. Like, he was.
But that man didn't win no chips because a certain man named Michael Jordan. Like,
Michael Jordan
that's
the thing.
Every
that's
year.
The thing. Luka might not get a chip because there's certain players and certain teams in his conference that it's like, it's almost damn near impossible to like beat them.
Like, in the West, the West, they're not like, Dallas is not being like That's not beating the Warriors.
He's not beating Curry. Like he's not.
They're not beating the Warriors. They're not beating the Clippers. They could, but not.
I'm not gonna say they're not beating the Clippers because
this year the Clippers are nice.
That's what people say all the time. Every year.
I know, but like now there's a player could actually score the rock like consistently. Like before they
John Wall.
Yeah, before they have Pat Bev, and Pat Bev's just a menace.
Pat Bev is on the Lakers.
Don't ask me how that's gonna work, but that's another story. I don't know why they put two players who don't like each other on the same team.
Yeah, the Clippers. I can see them beating the Clippers. I don't know because who the Mavs have? They have Dinwiddie. They have Luka. Who else?
Luka, Dinwiddie.
Like good
maybe
players.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Maybe
Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, he's tough, but like he's not really like.
Who can I think of?
He's always a good player to have on your team, but he's not going to be like this decision maker. Like he's going to be on the team. And,
I don't know.
And they're going to win. Like
I don't know.
He's a player.
And then you have things gonna be nice this year. I don't care what anyone says to me.
Who?
Cavs.
Cavs?
Yes. Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
crazy.
They're not. Obviously, they're not going to be like title contenders.
No, but they're going to be up there.
But I would say they finished top 5 in the East.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put them like 4th, because I have Bucks, Boston, Miami, and then probably Cavs, and then Raptors.
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, I feel like for Luka to be greatest, like one of the greatest of all time, like he has to win. So,
I mean, that's.
And for anybody to put him over Larry, he has to win championship for sure.
I mean, that's pretty much the criteria for anything. You have to win.
Yeah, Larry has 4 to his name, so like you can't really.
You
has
can't
dominance
say
right
yeah,
there.
you can't say none.
And he was like the key player. So
honestly, I don't think Luka wins a chip as long as he stays in Dallas.
He's not winning a chip.
Nah, unless they add pieces to put around him. But like when have you ever seen like big free agents start to say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go sign in Dallas"?
No
one. Or unless they like pull out some big trades, but even if they try to do that, they don't have pieces or teams would be like,
pieces to trade for anybody.
So I'm saying the only pieces they have is Luka, and getting rid of Luka means you're rebuilding. So
honestly, I feel like loyalty at one point in the league is like you have to put that aside, because it's like if you want to win, like you have to see like for the future, are you gonna win with this team? If you're gonna be loyal to them, you're making a decision that like there's a possibility you're not gonna win a championship. Like, you have to be realistic. Like he could have a mentality, I can win by him. He can win by himself, but that's not gonna happen. Like he's not gonna just win by himself. Like he can take over a game, but like he's not dominant enough to take over the league. He's not LeBron, so it's like that's the only guy that can take over the league, and like Stephen Curry, but like I don't see him like taking over the league. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you're thinking. Yeah, share, do all of that. Let us know what you think in the comments. Who do you think is better, Larry or Luka? I know that might be a silly question, but then again, what you can really do is compare Larry in his 4th year and compare Luka and see who achieved more and who had like a brighter future. And you were like, obviously Larry had a brighter future. He got 4 chips. But then again, it's kind of hard right now because he's on the Mavs, and you have to put winning into that equation when you're like comparing. So yeah, it's kind of hard, but you can just compare stats, I guess, because once you compare winning, I don't know if it's fair. I don't know if Larry got a chip in his 4th year. He probably did. 1971.
1978. So he got his first chip in his 3rd year.
Yeah, in his 3rd year. So he had a chip.
So
he already had a chip. So yeah, you would have to give Larry the upper hand, to be honest.